Hey everybody, or anybody who's here at least. Today I'm gonna just be playing like some Minecraft. I didn't really feel like doing a speed run, uh, and I didn't have anything else prepared. So over the weekend I was playing around, throwing together a mod pack. So figured might as well try it out now on stream. Just play this for like an hour or two, and then call it a day. Um, Not too much going to be going on, really. It's just going to be a really chill day. Seeing what I can find in this mod pack, things I might need to tweak, so on and so forth. Obviously, this is an interesting spawn. I didn't expect to be surrounded by basalt out the gate, but so be it. Actually, like, turn down the render distance just a little bit, because I'm getting a little bit of stutter. 16 should be fine. Yeah, I can still see far enough. Hopefully the sound is good enough. Okay. Why are you pushing me? So probably on Thursday I'll do another like Deltarune speedrun, do chapter 2 again. I want a little bit more time before I do that, because I still haven't, yeah, I still haven't watched like any of the quicker routes, and like I said the last time I played, I don't think I'm really going to be getting too much higher of a time without a little bit of research. I think at most I could probably save like a minute. But even then, that's not enough to really get higher on the leaderboards by much, if like at all. I still haven't submitted that run either, so as it stands, I do not hold a ranking, but I'll probably get around to it at some point. Like I said before, I didn't like start speedrunning that to get on any leaderboards. I was doing it because I just enjoyed the game and wanted to see how quick could we get done with Spamton. Actually, me and Jeremy were interested in seeing the time it would take for me to actually get to that point and beat him, and I got an impressive time for myself. It's like sub 40. After like a first and second, or like the first couple runs I did of it, I was not thinking I was ever gonna get like a sub 40, but that obviously changed after a couple of attempts. So, but yeah, no, I do still like running it. Um, I just think if I were to continue running it and then for it to be interesting, I need to actually do better. Um, Especially seeing as like I could actually like place on the board now. It's not just like a, oh, if I submit I'm gonna be in last place type deal. Let's see here, where did I put the graphic bench? Okay. Let's go ahead and get a stone pick. Get a furnace. Let's grab just a bit more cobblestone. It should be enough. Because I would like to make... was it like this? No. Hold up. Great sword. Should be able to make a stone, right? Oh, it's a plank. Okay. So... there we go. Stone great sword. It slows me down a little bit, but I could just not hold it all the time and we'll be fine. I do need 2 more pieces for an axe. grab that real quick. There we go. Alright, we got the basic kit going now. This can go to hell. I saw some coal nearby. Probably gonna want to grab that so I can get some torches. Alright. So that's copper. Coal. There it is. We could use some basalt to cover it up for right now. Alright, cool. That's enough torches to at least get us started. Is there any specific use for basalt? Runic anvil, bloody lectern, basalt greatsword, or broadsword. I don't know why I decided to add great there. Pedestal, smooth basalt. Can cook it, can dry it, can crush it. Yeah, alright. We don't need basalt for anything right now. Magma blocks can make magma armor. Okay. That's not too... Yeah, that's not too bad. I mean, getting some armor out the gate wouldn't be bad. I think I should grab this. This pack, I've only started playing it over the weekend, so I don't know how balanced everything is gonna be. Like, I'm very likely gonna need to make some adjustments as I go. But such is the way when you're doing your own mod pack and not just downloading something off CurseForge. 24. Right. Let's go ahead and get this crafted up now. And there we go. Full set. Alright, it does not provide like fire resistance or anything. Ooh, wow. That does not have a lot of durability, does it? I guess that makes sense. Magma rock. Molten alloy. Molten alloy. Oh geez, netherite scrap pieces, huh? Netherite scrap plate. Okay, so there's a way to like make netherite. It's not too... That's actually pretty damn cheap. Okay. What else can we do? Oh, you can make obsidian out of it. That's actually really useful. Magma rock. What can we do here? Magmatic sword. Okay. That's good enough for me. So let's get a move on. Don't need that out. Guess I should probably just kill some of these sheep to get the wool for a bed. Yeah, night's coming soon, so... Alright. Shit, okay. Yeah, so I'm using the Epic Fight mod. Just because I was curious as to what kind of a difference it made. Minecraft's combat is pretty straightforward, all things considered. So, a little bit of spice isn't a bad thing. Doesn't seem like this has a... Okay, so what's the attack patterns look like? Alright, basically the basic attack is just sweeps, an overhead for a jump attack, sprint attack is like a downward swing. Okay. So a lot less what's the word I'm looking for? A lot less sweep when you're doing the run attack. Single target. Alright, we can go ahead and get out of that mode and then start hooving it. Because I would ideally like to find somewhere to set up base. Maybe near a village. I mean, this area is pretty cool, but I don't know if I would want to live here. I mean, the ash floating in the sky is neat, but I can always try and backtrack here later. Oh, more coal. And we got some iron. Nice. I don't need that magma block. Don't need the granite. Probably should get like some kind of music going, huh? Because this is... Minecraft doesn't have a bunch of music going on right now. I haven't like cranked it down to where it's not... you can't hear it or anything, but it's just not there. That's... I hear some kind of laughing. What is that? The fuck? What are you? Okay. Goodbye then. Let's get a bed crafted up. Actually, just get a sleeping bag. We don't really need to be setting our spawn point just yet. We just need to progress through the night. Alright, cool. Light layer of fog out right now. Let's craft up 2 torches. Oh shit. Oh, he didn't stand much of a chance, did he? Alright, cool. You know what? Yeah, let's see about getting like some music on. Because otherwise this is going to be a very just listen to me talk and that's it stream. What, DMCA free music. DMCA free lo-fi. Let's go with that. Lo-fi chilled beats, 12 hours of DMC free and copyright free music for Twitch streamers 2021. Well, I guess I sort of fit that definition right now, so fuck it. How's this coming up? Look, Jeremy, alright? Sometimes you gotta go confront the ghost children. If I'm putting this music on, I should probably cut the music in game off, huh? How does this sound, Jeremy? Is this music good, or... Dude, he's posted up. The fuck? Fog's kind of nice. Alright, cool. Usually I throw in like a mod to disable fog, but I think it works for this. Sounds good. Yeah, if you have any like playlist or something you recommend, I could throw that on as well. I literally looked up DMCA music and clicked the first thing, so. Or DMCA free, not DMCA music. Jesus Christ, I would not want to put that on. Some cool redwoods. Yeah, so I got dynamic trees on, because... So, like, the idea with this pack was talking to my brother, and I've put together a couple packs in the past, just for, like, general play type shit, like kitchen sink type packs, right? Where just throw a bunch of mods and see where it leads. No DMC full music, please God. But I just lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, so putting together like kitchen sink type packs, right? But like a ton of those exist. And after playing Minecraft for as long as I have, I'm more interested in seeing like what kind of combinations of mods that you can specifically tailor. Like I could have thrown in This pack is pretty light on tech. I think the only tech mod that's in here right now is Create, and that's just because I have a soft spot for Create. It's a pretty cool mod. Um, I haven't seen too many mods do the things it's doing, and as a result, I tend to throw it into packs that I can. But the idea for this pack was having something that's a little more, not like hardcore, like go out and explore, but like something to keep you for playing for a little longer. Because I've never really played Minecraft in a more long form type format. It's always been like bursts where we play for like a couple weeks maybe, or hell, even a couple days sometimes, just to see like what a mod pack has to offer, or if we're doing like something very specific in regular Minecraft. Like I think the last time I played was regular Minecraft was when I want to say Jeremy and I were just trying to see if we could get to beat the Ender Dragon in a reasonable amount of time. Which I think we ended up getting to the Nether and then calling it at that point because we were both, it was late and we were both just tired. So, yeah, the hell was that? Okay. Yeah, so Minecraft has been one of those things that's more of a goal-oriented thing whenever I've played. And I wanted to try to put together something that's a little more incentivizes you to kind of settle down and just like enjoy the area. So there's quite a few biome mods. I've thrown in I can't remember if it's, I think it's Terraforged, which is a pretty cool mod that makes a lot of changes to like the generation, and it's very configurable. So like I can make lakes that are even bigger and deeper than this. I could affect the sea level of the world, how high the peaks of mountains are, so on and so forth. So it's a pretty cool one for helping to make a more realistic feeling world, I suppose. And I think that's pretty important if you want people to actually find cool places to live, right? Like biomes and whatnot help with that, but there's only so much you can do with just a biome. And oftentimes you might find a good biome to live in, but if the surrounding area is kind of just shit, for lack of a better word, you're gonna feel less inclined to... What is this? You're gonna feel less inclined to live in that area. So having the world as a whole generate on a more interesting level, I think, helps make people more interested in finding somewhere to live. Additionally, I've put in a couple mods that... oh shit, forgot to breathe. A couple mods that are like just collection based. Like I ended up coming across this one mod called, I think it's Buddycraft, which just adds like these collecting, like trading cards to the game. And you find them in like dungeons and whatnot, or just like looting chests. So and there's a couple different series for them apparently. So you've got the Overworld series. You've got, I keep forgetting that I actually have to stay up here for a second or I fucking start dying. Let's go ahead and cook up some pork chop or some mutton in the meantime. Yeah, so there's a couple different collections. There's the Overworld collection, there's the Nether collection, there's the End collection, and then a couple of different mod-based ones like Nature's Delights, Creates, Aquaculture, and I think one other one, but I can't recall it off the top of my head. So I threw that in there to see how that goes. It might make things a bit more interesting. It might not. It might just add clutter. But at the very least, I played like a little, like I said, over the weekend a little bit. The clutter aspect of it doesn't seem to be too big a deal as soon as you make like a binder which is just like leather and then 3 cards, and you can stuff in a ton of cards into it. There's the Epic Fight mod, as I've already kind of shown, that revamps or like reworks just Minecraft combat in general, makes it a little more interesting. So going and dungeoning should be a bit more of a challenge and take a little bit more skill, because I don't think anybody is going to say that the base combat in Minecraft is deep. Especially when it comes to PvE. When it's PvE, like, you have very clear-cut ways of dealing with enemies, right? And not like... Shit, I thought that was like some kind of enemy. Yeah, you have very clear-cut ways of dealing with your enemies in PvE. If it's anything melee-based, just throw up a shield. And in fact, if you don't have a shield on you, like, I feel like you're not doing combat right. PvP, it's a little bit different of a story, but definitely in PvE, shield just trumps all sorts of stuff. Like, if a creeper comes out, you just throw your shield up. If you do it right, you don't take any damage. Skeletons, shields are gonna shut them down pretty hard. Zombies, same deal. And it's just a matter of block until you can attack, and then just jump, hit, jump, hit, jump, hit. And I mean, it's not necessarily a bad thing, but it takes away like a lot of the thrill of dungeoning, right? Because what that leads to, from what I remember, oh my god, okay, huh, I forgot that these structures are pretty OP. Probably need to take these down just a bit. Grab that. Swap out my pants for some extra health, and I guess I'll hold on to these. Because, I mean, these won't break before. Yeah, I don't know. I'll just keep it regardless. I'll take a look at this real quick. Keeper of Heaven, Sky Shooter, Sky Bullet. Okay. I don't know how I got that, but cool enough, I guess. I lost my train of thought again. Oh yeah, the combat. Yeah, like, when it comes to dungeoning and like base Minecraft, and hell, even modded Minecraft, the only times you're really in danger is if you make a big blunder, or if, say in modded, you go into a dungeon and they're spawning like skeletons and zombies with diamond armor and diamond tools, or if you just get horrendously overrun without the right resources. Like, the closest I would say you come to danger randomly in Minecraft is just the occasional creeper explosion that you don't anticipate. So having the combat reworked, I can't say if it's going to 100% remedy that, but I mean, from what I've felt so far, like, even fighting zombies, more than one, it can get a little dicey. This great sword that I'm using has definitely helped out. When I was trying it alone, I was using just a regular stone sword, and I was getting my ass beat pretty hard. Can't sleep while it's looking at you, huh? Don't know what it is. Oh. Probably that, huh? 30 health. Yeah, I think we can take it. Okay. Alright, just teleported me. Ouch. Well, killed it, I guess. Can I set my spawn point now? Cool. Probably gonna need to find some more food soon. Can I cook carrots? Yeah, cool. Cooked carrots. So if I need to, I can go ahead and use that as a source of food. You know, I don't often listen to like lo-fi type music, but it's not bad. Right, we got some chickens here. I don't really feel like butchering a bunch of chickens right now. Pigs, on the other hand, I might be more inclined. Yeah, let's go ahead and just kill them. Little shit, come here. Yeah, this greatsword splits cheese, that's for sure. I guess I could get rid of the health bar on top, since the epic fight mod seems to add its own. So we got some tallow. Can use that as fuel for smelting a single item, or we can use that for candles. Okay. Candle holder. Okay. Maybe I'll think about doing that when I actually form up a base. But yeah, to circle back to like the whole purpose of the mod pack, I kind of wanted to have something that I felt like I would play more than just as a kind of like small fixation, right? I wanted something that I would look at and be like, yeah, I want to spend more time in this world. I want to actually build some things and try and get something going. Ideally with some friends, but I know people are often busy. And it's hard to get people together sometimes to like dedicate time to play something like Minecraft. Unless you're like a content creator, then I mean that's your job. Like if I didn't have a job I had to work, it would be way easier just to be like, nah, I'm going to play Minecraft during the day and be easy, right? But it's unfortunately not the case. I mean, I'd play more than just Minecraft, sure, but the sentiment stands. Coming up on the half an hour mark here, huh? I didn't even realize. I guess I guess I can make this like a bit of a recurring thing. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll have it be once a week or something like that. I don't want to hard dedicate to too much, especially since like I'm still relatively new to streaming, and I don't want to set my expectations too high and then just fall flat on my face. I don't know why I did 3 swings there, but so yeah, that's why I don't like have a schedule at the moment. Because the moment I start saying, oh, I'm gonna stream on these days 100%, there's an expectation for anybody who actually starts watching me, right? I don't, unless I'm mistaken, I don't think I have any regular viewers at the moment, other than Jeremy and I think Jen stops by my stream. But other than that, like those are friends. Those aren't just random people who've happened to come across my stream and be like, huh, I would like to see more of this person. So for those people, I especially don't want to start raising expectations until I feel comfortable enough to meet them, meet those expectations, right? But when I start feeling things out more and kind of understand my own limits, maybe I'll eventually think of having some sort of schedule. For now, though, I can give like an idea of what I might be planning to do as time goes on. I think during the week, I've told this to Jeremy, during the week I want to try and keep things to either something I can pick up and set down without too much trouble, or speed runs, because I don't have a ton of time during the week. Like, I don't want to stream my like entire existence, right? And if I'm working like an 8-hour job and I want to take up streaming, that means that I'm not going to have a lot of time to do anything else. And that kind of means like I'm locked into doing shorter things, right? One thing I wanted to do recently is try and get a little bit of artistic experience under my belt with like pixel art, so I can make my own interfaces. My Deltarune ones, I enjoy what I've done with them. I think they're pretty cool for what they are, but they're reusing assets, and it is only useful for Deltarune. I know I used it for this stream, but ideally I'd like to have either a more... I can attest, I did 2 days back to back and I'm already yeah, that's what I mean. That's why I haven't streamed any days back to back so far. I'll come back to that in like just a second, but to continue with like the to continue with the art thing, right? And the Deltarune interfaces I've done, those are cool. I like them, but they're only going to be useful if I play Deltarune. I can use them for other things, but ideally I would like to have my own general interfaces, like for my intro, for my outro, for like a BRB screen. And sure, I could like pay someone to do that, because there are obviously people who are much more talented than I. But at the same time, I kind of want to learn to do that myself. Anybody who's watched like some of the other streams with like on Jeremy's channel, or I think even mine, I'm not sure if we've talked about it too much, but I'm a computer guy. I work with computers, and most of my life I've been more science based in terms of my pursuits. Like I've done writing on the side, but never seriously. So artistically, I don't really have too big of an outlet to kind of get ideas on paper. Most of the time it comes down to me suggesting something to Jeremy and be like, "Oh yeah, I think I'll draw that," and he does great work. The thumbnails he's put together for like some of the stupid ass ideas I've given him, like when we were playing Rivals of Aether, I mentioned him. He should make one of his thumbnails Obama fighting multiple of the small Nest Meta Knights, and he got that drawn up in like one night. It looked great. And I kind of want to be able to try and not do that specifically, but something similar. I think it would be cool, and it would be a good skill to have, especially if I end up getting a little bit more serious about trying to make stuff content-wise. It would open a lot of doors, essentially. Let's see. What do I need to do right now? I'll go ahead and throw out the basalts. We don't need that. can hunt spiders later. I need the eye right now. But yeah, so picking up like learning to do a little bit of pixel art, I think would be pretty cool. It would mean that I could, anytime I decide to play a game, as long as I plan it far enough in advance, I could make like some custom kind of interface for it, right? And of course, I wouldn't do that for every game. Not every game needs it, which is why I would have a general type deal, right? But games that I feel a little bit more passionate about, or that I plan on playing a little more often, would definitely be on the board for making something for. Let's go ahead and sleep. To go back to what Jeremy had said in the chat, right? Yeah, the idea of having to stream twice, like multiple days in a row, I need to learn to stop saying I'm kind of noticing that's a bit of the what's the word, a tick, a verbal tick, when I'm just trying to brain spaghetti, stream of consciousness, whatever you want to call it. I'll need to practice a bit more of that, because like with the speed runs especially, I don't say too much. There I go again. I don't say too much because what really is there to say? After I've done something like 10 times, I've kind of run out of the joke to say, you know? Okay, that's like, oh, what the fuck? Ooh. I don't know what's up with this thing. Can I not attack it? Oh, no, I sure as shit can attack it, okay. Well, that takes care of that. Just keep looking in here. I guess if I'm talking about like how often I would ideally like to stream, I could give something like that. Keep in mind, like I said before, it's not like I'm adhering to a schedule at this point, but 4 times a week seems like something I could probably do. Tuesday and Thursday during the week, because Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I like to take some time to try and work out some, so I don't want to work out and stream on the same day, because that's gonna really eat into how much time I have to do anything. But Tuesday and Thursday I'm more free, which is why those have been the days I actually stream on. Then the weekends, I could probably do one stream after the other on the weekends. I say that now, but I neglected to stream on Sunday. That was partly because I just didn't know what to do, partly because I had streamed the day prior, and if you were there, you know that my internet isn't amazing. It seems like it's going perfectly fine right now. I'm not dropping like any frames, but at the drop of a hat, the internet could just say, "You're done. We're pulling the plug on you," and I can't do too much about that. But I think 2 days on the weekend are more easy to manage than 2 consecutive days during the week, because I'm free on the weekend. I need something to build with. That works. Alright, cool there. Missed a zinc ore. I'm gonna need copper at some point, but I think I'm good without it right now. You know, I probably don't need to be mining yet. since I haven't even found where I'm setting up shop, but I do have a bit of the call to explore. Is that gold? And a witch, it looks like. Do I feel like fucking around with that? Jeez, this goes deep. Alright, where is this little shit? Little Goblino, you need to go. I'm about to cleave a witch in twain. Nice. I didn't even hit you. Nice. Alright, come over here. I gotta mine this real quick. Oh shit. I didn't swing the sword. Alright, so a double cleave actually works on him. That works. Okay, cool. What trades do you have? Let's go ahead and get some gold. Trade up some iron. I don't think I have enough of that. Certainly don't have any of this. Alright. Just smelt up some of my stuff for me. I appreciate it. Let's eat some of the mutton. I actually need some strings, so we can go ahead and kill a couple of these spiders. Or just get smacked upside the head by them. Deep rock. What are you? Okay, you're a zombie with a hat. Moonstone. Oh, that works pretty well. Rusted bastard sword, huh? Let's go ahead and pair that up a little bit. How's the damage compare? Not well. Alright. Rusted chain helmet. We don't need that. Just keep swinging through them. Yeah, this greatsword seems to be a pretty good way to deal with this stuff. I know in the past, the only other weapon I had used was the regular swords, and those things, they were okay, but you didn't get like anywhere near as much like stun and damage for them. So like, if you tried to engage in like combat with zombies, they would put you in the grave pretty quick. With this greatsword, you can just swing through them without too much worry, and I'm pretty down with that. Golden coin, craft it down to that. Craft it down to that. Okay. I'll just eat this. Why not? Oh. Is this a dungeon? Let's craft up some more torches. There we go. Maybe if it hadn't said mimic, I would have fallen for that. Jeez, that's a lot of zombies. Oh, and I've been killed. I got stunned to death. Oh boy. Am I gonna be able to find my way back? Shoot. Let's see here. I think there's corpse. I think there's a button to check where you died. Death history. That's probably it. No player death history, huh? That is a bit of a problem. Alright, well, let's see if we can find our way back. I think one of the death mod I installed was Corpse, so that one should have a death history, but I think it's being overwritten by another mod. I'll have to figure out which one's doing it, but let's see if my sense of direction can aid me. I usually like to pride myself on being able to figure out where I've been, but I did go underground into a cave, so I'm not gonna hold my breath. If I have to restart, that'll suck, but I guess I had it coming. I got a little overconfident going up against a horde of zombies, which is a good thing. I think that actually makes things a bit more interesting. I can't just sit there and cleave them in half and not expect any retaliation. Or else I'll just, as was shown, get my ass beat. I should probably head back towards that bed and sleep for now. I have no idea what those things are up to, but I'm gonna guess them disappearing is probably good for my health. Actually, now that I think about it, I could wait a little bit to go back to the bed. As long as I'm careful at night, I don't think I'll get beat up too bad. And I think I had left some torches near where I had entered at. So maybe if I explore around a little bit, I can find my way back down. Oh, Jesus. Get out here. Oh, great, it's raining. Ooh, my game's not too fond of the rain. That or it's trying to generate something. Okay, so I've gone too far this way. Oh, good lord. I guess this is what I get for not using an optimized pack. Might need to toggle the downfall actually, because it is tanking my performance, it looks like. Yeah, I'm getting like 14 frames. Yeah, let's go ahead and turn that off. Down rain. What is the command to stop rain? Downfall. Toggle. No. Rain. No. Kinda at a loss here. Don't know how I'm going to stop the rain. I guess I could look up the command real quick. But it is the middle of the night, so I should probably book it back. Oh shit, here we go. I'm being gunned down unceremoniously in the wild. Not the way I thought I would go, but I'm not that surprised. Should be getting closer to that bed now. Oh god, here we go. Yeah, bed should be up bad. Yep, there it is. Goodness. This is some really bad lag. Can I maybe turn down some stuff? Probably can. Let's kick, not to fabulous, let's kick it fast for a little bit. Maybe that'll help. Yeah, it seems to do a little bit. Alright, sleep, get nighttime out of the way. The rain stopped. Alright, so... I'm pretty sure I went in this direction, because I don't think I crossed the river over there. I'm also running out of food, so that's going to be a bit of a problem, isn't it? If I can find my body, I had a lot of pork chops and mutton on me, though, so really, really locking in the need to find that now. Looking for holes in the ground. Don't think I came up this far. Yeah, it was not in like this tall of a hill, or at least not at the top of it. I guess I could go up and then look down. Maybe that'll point me in the right direction. I'm interested in these like nodes that are on the surface. They say they're added by Create Automated, which is like a add-on mod, but I haven't had a chance to try a lot of the add-ons for Create at this point. I think this is a fountain, or not a fountain, a well. Yeah, that's just a well. Okay. What is that? Oh, that sounded like a witch, right? Oh, Jesus, here we go. This feels ill-advised. Yeah, we're not gonna do that. I can't run anymore either, so if I get chased down, I'm gonna have to fight. But hopefully we won't. Neat. Ah, where'd the witch go? It's not looking good for my chances to find which cave I went down, if I'm completely honest. Though knowing me, having said that, I will come across it in the next 5 seconds. I think the thing I'll miss the most about what I had is probably that netherite pickaxe. But with how easy I got it, I really can't complain. That was a very lucky find right out the gate as well. Knew I should have listened to that little voice in the back of my head saying, no, don't go in that mine. You need to go find somewhere to live first and dump your inventory. Or at least prepare a little more. Like, the magma armor helped, sure, but it definitely did not save my bacon. Let's head to the forest edge over here, maybe I went a little further along. Trying to recall what kind of trees I was around when I went into the hole. I thought it was those birch, but maybe it was these oak. Wonder if there's a way, or if there is like a, let's see. I'd be surprised if there wasn't anything that allowed you to figure out where you had died. Definitely gonna need to look into that, because the corpse one I think I favor more. The one that's there currently, if I'm correct, the way it works is it spawns like this totem over your body, and if you... Ooh, wild onions. Oh, get out of combat mode real quick. It spawns like a totem over your body, and if you like punch the totem, you get your stuff back, which is fine enough, but without any way to like track down where you died, it's a bit of a pain in the ass. I definitely don't need these flowers, so we'll go ahead and just be a little druid boy and plant them around, liven the place up a little bit. I guess I'll keep looking until night falls again, and if I can't find where I was by then, I'll probably just move on, get some more stuff, and keep moving. Because at this point, I'm sort of just retreading old ground without much going on. What the? No. It's a pig with something on his head. Yeah, I'm definitely feeling like it was over where the birch trees were. Really should have taken a better mental note of where I was when I entered that cave. Got a little too headstrong, a little too overconfident. That isn't it, is it? Looks a little unnatural. Yeah, that's not it. Just that flat surface over there. Got me a little curious. Oh. Oh, no, that's a lantern. I guess at the very least I can investigate it. What could it be? Uh, 200 blocks that way, 400 blocks that way. Okay, that probably leads to towns? Parts, I guess, or at least some kind of structure. Yeah, alright, too. You know, I wonder if I just went down, if I'd be able to find it. Something over there. Let's see how far I can get just going straight down. Wait a minute. I think I've been here. maybe it's just my mind playing tricks on me. But this formation of the cave feels familiar. It's probably just my imagination. Let's get by them. Alright, let's keep going. Shit. Good thing I still got some onions on me. I wonder what this is about. Is that lava or is that a torch? Oh Jesus. Hey little guy. Can't come out of me in the dark like that. Freak me out. It looks to be some kind of dungeon. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna lead me to my stuff, unfortunately. Probably best to just keep exploring. Can't see. I'm sure this isn't amazing for stream. I could probably bump up the gamma if I knew how to. Here, let me bump the brightness up a little bit. We'll put it to like 30% and see how that is. Yeah, it's a bit better. Still want it to be dark because, you know, I'm in a pitch black cave. Yeah, I'm not gonna be finding my way out of here, or not. I can find my way out of here. I say, desperately looking for the exit. Ah, yeah, this way. I do not want the andesite. That was the lantern. Okay, so that was another well over there. Alright, this will probably be my best chance of finding that entrance to the cave again. I'm gonna use the same idea I had last night where I just look for light. And if I'm lucky, maybe I'll spot wherever the cave was. I will need to find more food though. Well, that wasn't the cave over there, I can tell that for certain. There's the house. Did I maybe go this way instead? I don't think. Ooh, what in the world is that? Beetles. I'm gonna guess that's not nice. Kind of wish I had put those pants in that chest back there now. Because at the very least, that'd be something to wear. That guy's just chasing me down. I wonder if there's something in here. I can find an entrance. Unfortunately, does not look to be anything in there. Oh, we got a beehive. And a bone pile. Yeah, it doesn't look to be much going on here. At least not from what I can tell. Oh. Let's break some of these leaves. Maybe something underneath them? No. Okay. Let's head back to the direction of that hut. Yeah, we definitely came from this direction, so it would have had to have been the way I was going before. And I must have just missed the entrance. What's the light over here? Is it just two of these fountains? That's another signpost. Whoa. Don't know what that was. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is why you clearly mark your entrances to your caves. With like at least 5 torches. Live and learn, right? Live and learn. Well, at the very least, it looks like we've got another one of those towers here. And suit up a little bit so I don't get blasted too hard. So leaves there. Break this. Deactivate TNT. Ah, another netherite pickaxe. Hallelujah. We'll take both of these pickaxes though. I'm not gonna leave one. Might need to use the iron one for a little bit and then swap to the netherite. Ah, this pickaxe apparently places lights. That's convenient. I guess I could just kill like some fish for food. Come here. Probably better just to use a pickaxe, honestly. Let's get away from this guy. It is fine. We're just... I can't eat minnows. Unfortunate. Am I going the right way? I'm trying to get back to that one house. Shit. Did I take a wrong turn? Yeah, I must have went the wrong way. Nope, there it is. Need to have some more faith in myself. Alright, so the moon is dwindling at this point, so if I'm going to use the torches to figure out where I went down, I need to find them, like, now. Oh, Jesus. I am not in the mood to be fighting a baby zombie right now, but it looks like I will have to. Oh, he's going to kick my ass. Oh, Jesus. Whew. Hey, wolves, if you want to help me, feel free. Reduce eating rotten flesh. This is what my life has come to. Blueberries. Okay, they hurt to touch. Noted. At the very least, this will provide a source of food, which I desperately need. Please don't tell me you were attacking me. You little shit. Forced my hand. Yeah, those towers need to be lowered in the amount that they spawn. Because I've been seeing them consistently. We've had 3 towers and I haven't even been that far yet. I'm honestly shocked. How have I not, like, come across where I went down at? Couldn't have gotten that far. At the very least, these berries will keep me sated. Oh, Jesus. Wow, I don't know what held me in place there, but I could not move. Huh. I think like the tall grass or something made it so I couldn't run. And then the skeleton hit me and stunned me. Could have went better. That could have went much better. At the very least, I should be able to piece together where I was when I died then. Let's go over in this area. Yeah, so that's where the sky fragment came from before. Yeah, Red Ender, like, I'm doing some mods right now, and I think, I'm not sure what specifically happened, but I just got jumped by a skeleton with a great sword, so your guess would be as good as mine as to why I was stuck in place. Okay, and we've got a bat after us. And there's a child laughing. This is terrible. Certainly not the worst it's been, but getting close. Ow, what the hell? Do these have like a chance to just hurt you when you eat them? Let's see here. Yeah, I might just have to cut my losses and say sayonara to those items. Which sucks. But otherwise, I'm going to be sitting here for the next, like, half an hour. Just poring over the ground, walking in circles, and not really making much progress. So, at the very least, let's head back towards that encampment and grab the bed. Because I can make use of that. And then we'll just go off in the direction that I was going before. Hopefully with less bears grunting. Since we're already counting those items as gone, I'm just gonna go ahead and start collecting a little bit of coal for torches again. Alright. Actually, I guess I can make a great sword again, and then check out that mine shaft that I came across. Yeah, the one right there. Let's grab the bed, and then I'll jump in there and see what's up. Nothing down here, right? I don't think so. A lot of winding caves. That much is certain. I don't know what that is, and I'd rather not figure it out at the moment. Okay, that's a lot of men. Let's go ahead and make that great sword now, so I've got something to defend myself with. Make 16 torches. Make a crafting bench. And finally make the greatsword. There we go. Cool. And just in time, it looks like. Nice. We don't need this rusted bastard sword. Eat that experience. Do I? I do not have. Alright, we'll just have to punch the crafting table. Oh, that's a way out. Nice. I wonder what those, like, just eyes do. Every time I've come across them, they've just disappeared. Do a puff of smoke. If that's just their only purpose, then I guess alright then. But I get the feeling that might not be all to him. Alright, I'm a little lost. I need to readjust my location. I think if I go this way, it should wrap around the hill. Lead me where I need to be. I don't know why I keep whipping that out. I guess it's just like my natural instinct to have my weapon out at all times. When you have a weapon that slows your speed, it's better to leave that in your pocket. Keep wrapping. Took a witch's hut over there on the right. Yeah, down in that. Yep, there it is. I spotted it. Go ahead and shot down on some blueberries. go ahead and grab the bed. I need a furnace now, so we'll take that. Rest of this, I'm good without. Jeez, sorry to become nighttime, huh? Must have really pissed about today. I guess since I need meat, I should probably go ahead and kill these chickens. I knew there was more than just one. You exposed yourself. Okay, well, you're also very quick. There we go, cool. Not a ton of meat, but ooh, we got cows. That'll get us some leather as well, which we do in fact need. Yeah. Oh, cool. Good chunk of meat. Got some leather for a backpack. Things are looking a little nicer now. Let's get to that cave and then see what there is to see. I don't know what that lighting's for, but... Alright, let's take on this zombie. Need to prove to myself that I can actually fight before I start going into a cave again. What the hell? Oh jeez, that skeleton's getting his ass beat. Later. What the redfish. Oh my god, it hurts. Goodness. Oh, we don't got anything else, so... It'd be pretty good if we could tame a dog right now. Of course we wouldn't, though. Damn. Okay. I saw the light up this way. I think that's where the mine shaft is. That or I'm getting baited. Not entirely sure just yet. I'm being baited to another dirt hut? Okay. Sure. Do need to sleep, so... I can use this as my spawn point for right now, I guess. And then that allows me to just keep the bed on me for whenever I need to do an impromptu. Ooh, nice. Okay. To the nearest armor. Okay. I think armor... What does armor need? I think here. Emerald. It should show the profession tables if I'm correct. Or not. Or maybe I'm just full of shit. That's fine. I can always figure out how to make an armor later. I might post up here for now then. Because we've got a brewing stand. I mean, I can't use it. We got a brewing stand. We've got cauldron. We've got 2 villagers, which one of them we can even cure for some cheaper prices. Yeah, it might be good to just stay here for a little bit. Set her to spawn. That also gives us time to try and see if we can't find that place we died underground and get our stuff back some. Or maybe I just go ahead and book it and see if we can find something better. What do you think? Think I should stay here, or you think I should go ahead and just boogie? Oh, well. I guess we got some time to decide since I was gonna loot this this mine shaft first. That's an awkward placement for a ladder. Yeah, I guess I could record the chords. Good God, this goes deep. Prehensile claws allows to clamber to walls. Allows to move through cobweb with these. Oh, that's actually really good. Nice. Pan. Okay. A powerful pan. It's got strength 1 on it. Let's grab the redstone. Torches are good. Lost Eye. It is told that it was forged by the first blacksmith of time. Oh, actually we need this. One of the mods I have installed, if I remember correctly, is one that makes it so you have to find these like 12 eyes to actually access the end, the ender, or the end, not the ender. So finding one of those early, that's actually pretty nice. Don't need those mob drops at the moment. What do we got in here? Looks to be a Smite 6 book. Okay. Dope. So a farmer needs this parcel. Alright. What am I looking at right now? Oh, it's the necklace. Neat. So, might get in the way a little bit. Can I toggle the visibility on that? I can. Nice. Guess while I'm down here, I could try and see if I can spot the place where I died. El cockroach. I feel like if I punch this, it's gonna blow up. Huh. Calling me surprised. I don't need that, but good to know it won't detonate me. Get some gold there. I don't really need the gold right now. Kind of just looking for like any loot. Okay. Stay back, you heathen. There's spider jack we came across, so I guess that's cool. Another dynamite cart. Oh, you little shit. Hang in there. Does not look to be the case. Right. Okay. Oh, actually. Ooh, 30 coal. Nice. Saves me some time. So I should be able to just walk through these. Yeah, nice. I like that. What happened there? Wait, have I been here? Or is that just a naturally spawning torch? Guess that's just a naturally spawning torch, because I know I hadn't seen this before. Oh, geez, what do we got going on down here? Well, isn't this something? Probably shouldn't be standing that close. Especially over, like, a bunch of lava. Oh, shit. I don't have the epic fight enabled there. Also low on food now, so that's not great. Let's go ahead and cook up some of the meat. What exactly is going on here? Oh. Well, this is interesting. Gem crystals. What are the chords for this? 1059, 706. Just jot those down. This might be a good place to set up something later. I don't really want to provoke that spawner. I don't exactly have a ton of armor on me. But I do have food now, and I kind of feel a little ballsy. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Alright, time to redeem myself. For my dishonorable defeat prior. Alright, there we go. We actually did it. Got a couple knickknacks for it as well. Bone block. Some bread. Guess I can't complain about bread. Let's use these cobwebs to get a string. Or I just won't get anything. That's fine. Oh, we did get a saddle too. Nice. Let's use this stick and this to go ahead and just make more torch. Use this gem. And what might I use this for? Ooh, we can use this for armor. Yeah, let's go ahead and get some gem armor, I guess. Okay. Yeah, I need to remember what game I'm playing. That could have went bad. Oh yeah, I can just climb. So what is this used for anything, or is this just like a nice decorative block? I guess it's just a bright decorative. Okay. Not bad. Alright, so need a bit more. I just said I needed to be more careful, and then I do the same damn thing. I cannot be trusted. Niter. Fiery glass. Redstone. Alright, well, this should lead me back in. Yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna need, what, 8 plus 5, so 13? Alright, there we go. Go ahead and kick these off. Yeah, no problem, Red Under. Let's see. That should. There we go. Cool. It's a little colorful for my tastes, but I guess a beggar can't be a chooser. Let's go ahead. Actually, do I have... No, I do not have sticks, so... But I can get sticks. Let's go grab a little bit of wood real quick. If I can remember which way I came from. Oh god. What is this happening right now? I think it was... Take a right here. What the fuck? Okay, well that's lava. Could I perhaps have a diamond? Ooh. Yes, I can. Does it have anything of note? No. Okay. Alright, 2 diamonds. Definitely would like to have more, but can always get them later. So, okay, this is where I came from. Alright, so there's wood over here, and then I can make sticks. And I can use those sticks to make some axe. Wait, what voice sounded like Big Shot? The kids laugh. Deep rock. Alright. Alright, cool. We got an axe now, so get rid of that. Don't need gunpowder. Don't need arrows right now. Don't need a spider eye. Feather can go. And I think we can keep moving now. You know, I could fight that Enderman, but I get the distinct feeling he would beat my ass right now. And what do we have? Certainly nothing could be wrong with this. Oh, Jesus. Let's see if we can't outrun him real quick. Get a pork chop off. Not pork chop, beef. Gotcha, fucker. Universal tractor. Okay. Belt slots. I guess I've got some passive pull now. Oh, Jesus. Alright. That would have sucked to fall in there. Cold steel. Okay, that obviously needs a stronger pick. And what might this be used for? Huh. Okay. Guess it's like a loot box or something. Well, that's a free anvil. 2 free anvils, actually. And a bit more torches. Take that. Get out of here. I think I saw a diamond over here, didn't I? Yep, right there. Nice. Now we've got some diamonds to work with. In fact, I could make a diamond greatsword. That might be a worthwhile investment. And we've also found a way to the nether. Alright. Noted. I think if we make a bucket, we can actually take that nether liquid with us elsewhere. Should probably be a good call. That way we can set up another portal wherever we set up base. Oh shit. I didn't even realize that guy was next to me. Good thing this thing has some insane cleave. Oh god. How many are you? Good lord. We don't need that. A venomous fork. Okay. I've got a poison fork now. Oh, is that what I think it is? Hold up a second. It sure is. Nice. Which slot is my back slot, though? There we go. Okay, cool. What is the button I have bound for that? I think I can actually use that fork with epic weapons to do like a dual wield type deal. So I could use my fork and my pan at the same time, give them the nice thwack with the pan, and then poison with the fork. That could be cool. Open backpack B. Alright, cool. We've got a backpack now. And actually pick up this stuff. Put that in that in there. More of this can go into the backpack. Put the fork and the pan next to each other so that way we keep in mind we can dual wield that later. That can go in, that can go in. Got a golden apple. It's always nice. We also got a skill book. Let's see what we can use this for. Move a short distance. While executing this skill, player becomes immune to physical attacks. Oh, so it's a dodge. Okay. So, alright. Now I have a way to get out of the way of attacks. Nice. It's gonna come in handy. We don't need that. Put a bed in there. Alright. What do we have in this parcel? A name tag. Okay. Cool enough. Amber ore. Sulfur ore. Destroyed campfire. Amethyst ore. There's a lot of redstone here. I probably would do well to pick some of it up. Not just let it go to waste. Yeah, we'll go ahead and grab some redstone while we're here. Can't hurt. Who knows, might save me a little bit of time in the future as well. And if we mine too much, we can always just smash it in together into blocks. Yeah, shaders can be a slippery slope. I like shaders. They make the game look a whole lot better, but at the same time, unless I'm running like a lighter mod pack or something, I tend to stray away from shaders. Just because I tend to also be like, if I'm playing with friends, I tend to be the host of a server, so, and I play on the same machine that I host on, so I can't expect it to do everything I would like it to. What the hell? What is that? I think that's like an experience crystal in the lava. Some poor bastard must have fell in. Let's grab some lapis while we're here. Looks like we got another mimic over there. Can go kill that. I think mimics drop artifacts, so it's a potential buff. Alright, have at you. Oof. Still don't like how close I get there. Provides an extra level of fortune for mine blocks. Okay, cool. Wait, does that actually... Oh, huh. That just covers my face. To where I can't see. Alright. Do these go in the same location? Necklace, necklace. Yeah, okay. I think I'll value the fortune a little more at the moment. Fuck ton of TNT. I'll take the gunpowder. Actually, what can I use the TNT for? Ooh. Nothing too important. I'm not gonna take it. I will take a smoker, however. Cook my meat a little quicker later. Can't complain about that. Should probably start backtracking towards the entrance so I don't get too lost down there. Yeah, we'll go ahead and pull back to the entrance now. Rather not get super lost down here and not be able to find my way out. Ooh, spawner. Jesus Christ. Is that really necessary? Whoa, what the fuck are you? I'm gonna be honest, I think I want to stay away from that. And it has decided that it would like to come towards me. Alright, and I just realized I haven't eaten in a bit. Let's go ahead and get that out of the way. We could funnel him over here. That's probably the best call. Having one entrance is gonna assist us greatly. Quick redstone shard. Okay. Stay back. I do not want what you're selling. Cave centipede leg. Okay. So I guess this is kind of like a knife? Yeah. Can use that later, I suppose. Oof. Get a little bit of a lag spike. Not sure what's going on right now. think I have. Probably would be smart to do so if I haven't. This magnet is nice. Makes it so I don't have to jump into the hole. Not that that's a big issue, but still. No, I don't have a Discord server right now. I've considered maybe adding one later, but I'm still early enough that I don't really... I don't want to make one at the moment. Oh, Jesus. I need to, like, grab some blocks and cover that one piece. I've almost fallen there twice now. And that would not be a fun way to end. Yeah, it's good enough. There was one more thing. I think I'll sit out on that. Most of the time when I'm playing Minecraft, I tend to just stick either doing like some single player stuff to test stuff out, or just jumping in with a couple of the friends that I know. But thanks for offering. There's one more thing I wanted to get down. Oh yeah, the thing that I just made the bucket for, the nether. Skeletons are so fucking annoying. Alright, oh. Crazy cockroach. Dimensional plasma bucket. Alright, cool. Now that we got that, we can make a portal wherever we need. Which is pretty nice. Let's see. Did I have any other meat? I had some chicken. Okay, let's set on the smoker real quick, cook up this last bit of meat, and then head to the surface. Grab the iron. Let's get an upgrade actually before we leave. Grab a piece of coal. Throw the iron in there. Grab the cooked chickie. Take that. We need to go grab a plank real quick. I can grab it on the way out. Actually, since I'm going to be waiting for that, I can just go up there now. Save a little bit of time. I think I'm going to bring some of those green crystals with me. They look pretty nice. Yeah, I heard you that time, you little shit. Just hold on to that spider eye. I don't really have a reason to throw it away. Alright. There we go. Something a little more substantial. We're not getting a ton more damage out of it, but we do tag faster. And it has a bit of higher impact, so that might stun more. which, what I've seen so far, stunning is a pretty big component of winning your battles. Alright, let's grab the rest of the iron, throw that in my bag. We'll throw the dimensional bucket in there and this necklace, and we'll get moving. Oh yeah, I gotta toggle off the epic fight. Alright. Back on it goes. Probably we just navigate, grab these green crystals, and then we head topside. I'd say for having died and lost most of our good shit, we've recovered pretty well. Can't help but just poke around a little bit here, see what there is to see. It's that, the inner looter. I think I heard a skeleton up here though, so need to be on guard for that. Still don't feel confident enough to take on an Enderman yet. Oh, there's the skeleton. Oh, Jesus. Alright, we need to pull back. Swap to something that I can run a little faster with. Got pincer maneuvered there. Alright, dealt with that. I also got a title there. The pincushion. Alright. Nothing. That ends there. Got a little bit of coal in there. Alright, let's get... Wait, where was the majority of these green crystals? Are they below me? Yeah, they're there. Throw down a torch to replace the light. Eat the last bit of steak. Swap to chicken. Job's a good one. Let's loot this chest here, because I don't think I looted this, did I? No, I did not. Magnet upgrade. Cold steel ingot. Gold ingot. Bread. Lost parcel. Temptation. Entices nearby farm animals. So it makes them ornery. Understood. Oh, that needs to go to an armor. I don't really care to take the rest of those. Let's take these violet crystals as well. I feel like I can do something pretty cool with them. No, I can do something with these green ones at least. Alright. Don't think this is where we came in from. But let's just take a peek down the corridor real quick. Rune of Moon. Horse flute. Passive loyalty. Moving more than 16 blocks away from a tamed horse will automatically apply closure to it. Enclosure. To contain horse will place it in a special enclosure outside of space and time. Reuse of relic of free horse and clears currents. Oh, okay, so it's basically a way to like take your horse with you. Nice. And this parcel would happen to go to a mason. Okay. Alright, and that's as far as this goes. I'm not going to activate that. I need to get topside and put this loot somewhere before I die and have to try and journey all the way back down here. Okay, so we came in around here, so go down. Yeah, over in that area. And then we need to go up. I think, yes, this should be where we came from. If memory serves me correctly. Oh. Goblin trader. What kind of trade you got right now? Could have you give me some more iron, I guess. I'd also have you repair my chipped anvil for 4. Okay, yeah. Give me just 1 second. Chipped anvil, iron, maybe iron ingots, or the iron ore. Alright. And then repair my anvil. Nice. So I should be able to stack that in my backpack now. Very good. And I could get a little extra gold. Wait, don't leave. Thank you. You're a saint. Alright, pretty good. So I can just set that on. Alright. What does this do? Oh. Does runic infusions. Alright. And the cold steel. Alright. Back to the task at hand. Getting out of here. Camouflage ring. Makes the wearer invisible among grass. The lost parcel. Put that in there. Don't really need that much. Grab the antler instead of some rotten flesh. And I could take the pan. I guess I will. Gives you a chance to strike back when taking damage. Okay, nice. And then let's put that ring on. So this is just something you use. And where would this parcel need to go? Another mason parcel. Okay. There's obviously more to explore. Oh, Jesus. That's spiders. I'm good. Antidote vessel greatly reduces duration negative effects. I think I already have something on my belts. Yeah, the universal attractor. We'll just put that on the cosmetic for my belt right now. That works. Another cold steel ingots. Throwing knife schematic. Let's grab what we can carry first. See if anything can go into the backpack. Yes, some can. Swordmaster skill book. Smithing table. Don't mind if I do. Let's see what the skill book has to teach us, and then 30% attack speed bonus using katana, longsword, sword, or tachi. Alright. I don't use any of those, but when I do use them, they will be even stronger. Alright, there is obviously a lot more to explore here, but I'm coming up, yeah, I'm past the 2-hour mark now, so I should probably go ahead and start wrapping it up. Get up top, and if it's night, we'll go sleep at that one hut. If it's not, we'll just get to it and then log off there. I wonder, does this have the... No, we gotta manually climb. Oh boy. I guess I could just use the vine there. Come out to some snowy weather. Isn't that nice? I think that house should be right up here. I'm not gonna kill that chicken. Nope, it's right here actually. Almost overlooked it. Alright. Well, I think that's a good place to call it. Went into the mines, got some loot. We've got our inventory fully kitted out right now. We need to find somewhere to put all this. I don't know if I want to live here specifically just yet, but I mean, at the very least, this is somewhere to keep in mind, if for nothing else than those villagers. Because villager trades can get kind of nutty. But yeah, for now, I'm going to go ahead and call it there. Anybody who's still around, thanks for watching. If you happen to be watching this as a VOD, thanks for checking it out. Otherwise, I'll probably play this again. Maybe over the weekend. I think Thursday I want to try and do another speedrun type deal. It might be Deltarune, or I might be trying something else. I was looking at some other games that I have that have like sub 2-hour speedruns that I think I could do. So yeah, we'll see. Potential stream on Thursday. If not, I'll try and get something up on the weekend. But for now, take care.